having said that, now being on this other side of it, where now I can just open it up and allow families in, and I'm seeing the excitement in the children and in the parents. Oh my goodness, it was so worth it. Those over 200 recorded instructional videos, now 100% worth it. And so I thought in this episode, I would share with you, as you may be trying to find your family's perfect writing curriculum, if you could maybe hear what the top 5 things are I'm hearing from the families that are enrolled. Maybe it will give you a little help and insight and direction as you're choosing your best writing curriculum. And here's the thing, there's no such thing as like the be all, most wonderful, best singular writing program. I've not found it. And I've been teaching for over 30 years. And when I was homeschooling 2 of our 3 boys, I tried a variety of writing curriculums. And I always found that I was needing to tweak things to keep it interesting for me and for my boys. And that is actually the beginning of the road that led me to where I am today, creating curriculum. But even what I create isn't perfect for everybody. I mean, that would be silly for me to think that I've created the one thing that works for every single family out there. It just doesn't exist that way. What we need to be doing is finding a writing program that works well for your family. What I create, I worked really well for my family. And yes, I have helped hundreds, literally hundreds of other homeschooling families, which is great. But I've also been really honest and had some tough conversations with families and said, I am so sorry to tell you this isn't your final stop. You are still going to need to search out your family's perfect writing curriculum because this one isn't it. But I can tell you the top 5 things that the parents of Write on Web have shared with me over the last several years as I've been offering what I offer in the various programs that I've created over time. And if any of these 5 hit with you in a way that you're like, yes, that's it. Ding, ding, ding. That's exactly what I need or what I'm looking for. Then I invite you to come check out what it is that we offer and see if it is a good fit for your family. So here we go. I will tell you the number one thing that families have loved about outsourcing their writing curriculum and handing it on over to me is what they call expert guidance. It sounds so nice, right? I'm not an expert in anything. I don't know that any of us ever get to that point where we can truly say we're an expert in something, but I can say that I've gotten pretty good at understanding the 3 core writing standards: persuasive, expository, narrative, and the writing process that leads students to successful writing essays, academic essays that they've created. Like, I can get them there. I can guide them. I can give the constructive, positive feedback they need on their writing, right? So many families don't know when they read a child's essay, is this at grade level? And when we look at writers, my goodness, it's such an individualized um, component of knowing, like, of all the children that are out there, do they all write the same? No, they don't. It's so individualized. And so that individualized attention to a student who's writing and making progress over time, that little extra piece of guidance, families love it. So if you're like, that's what I need some expert guidance. Yep, I can help you with that. The second thing that families have said they really appreciate about the program are the different perspectives that I can offer in writing. So, what do I mean? This actually comes up when families say, I get some curriculum and I can follow the lessons, but it's just not very engaging. And then when I go to try to be creative and come up with a better writing prompt, I get stuck. I don't really know like how to give a broader range of perspectives in the world and in the writing ideas. And I do that. I absolutely do that. So I get pretty creative, as well as I have a team now of people who have great ideas too. So we really give a diverse perspective on ways to practice persuasive writing and ways to create new expository prompts, and how to create new and entertaining stories, what kind of storylines and ideas we can offer. So that would be another thing. If you're like, yep, that's what I need. I need things to be fun and engaging and interesting to my child so that they'll even want to write. We've got you. All right. The third thing, and I love this one because this was one of my very first goals when I was creating this curriculum back in 2018 was when I started. And that was, I wanted to reduce parental stress. And guess what? That happens in this program, because when a parent can just hand over writing to an external educator, right? This is going to alleviate the stress that you are living with. And this allows you to spend more time with your children on other things, or just with your children, right? You're not the bad guy when you're like, I don't think this is grade level, but I don't want us to fight about it. Nope, you can reduce that parental stress. You can focus on other aspects of homeschooling, what other daily